All right, we're in the process of dropping the motor and transmission out of the bottom of the 135i.
It's a short one, so I know should be good. I'm just literally living life a 16th at a time.
We have an orange pallet jack here for an orange car. It's really, it's legit.
Saves shit. Oh yeah. I just realized your sway bar went into your car too. You guys don't understand, that's OEM plus. It's a magic. That's the Hotchkiss, right?
No, it's AFE because Hotchkiss was sold out for like a year and a half.
Switch it again.
No,
So Sean, say hi. To the ceiling.
How's the slave?
Okay. And you guys think pulling the motor through the front of the car? Damn. That's losers.
This is like an hour of work for Chris.
Literally.
Chris is a fucking...
2 hours.
Chris,
Literally, I drove the car into the lift. Maybe a little over 2 hours. Maybe like 2:20, and we're out.
You pretty much started at the same time I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great job, boys.
Dude, look at this.
Look how gross this thing is.
Actually, hold on. Let's just
Wait, we have...
guys, hold on. Let's just go look at this in the sun.
You want to go move the rack out a little bit?
You want to move the
green
shipping
cart?
rack, David? You could probably just leave the car.
Check out Sean's new jet ski. Whoop whoop.
You want to move that G-force?
Yep, got it. Ugh. Ugh.
Why didn't I do mine like that? Because you guys laughed at me.
This may be the grossest N54 ever.
Unless you're suffering.
This thing leaks more than the Niagara Falls.
So half of this is where the brake line got destroyed.
Oh, really?
Half is power steering that's leaked for a while.
Gosh, I got you. Come look at this one, Mike. You ready for this? Just all the shit.
It's so dark in there, the camera doesn't even want to focus.
Wow.
I love your hand motion right now with the gimbal.
It's freaking out if I go, oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
God, it's better than I am.
Let's look at the goods.
I feel like I'm Top Gun holding this thing. I'm like, I have to steer it like a fighter jet. Look at this manual. Ew.
It's cleaner than the engine.
Oh, look at that turbo kit, though. Thank you, CES, for the best stuff literally you can get. The best a man can get. Is that nice?
Oh, you really
Is that like
winning
part
the
of it,
grass.
or you guys put it on?
Got the fuel suspension.
Will you put it on?
It's just like a little
It's like
ring.
a boost coupler.
Yeah.
Very nice, boys. Very nice.
That was a event.
What lowers are these?
SLR or what?
Turner, I think.
Turner.
ECS discount, though.
Jesus. Dude, I told you it needs to be power washed.
We should take the spark plugs out and then power wash it.
Two of the spark plugs.
Wow. Jesus.
Well, I think that's a good good job there, boys.
All right. Yeah, not bad.
I'll just put the whole thing in the dumpster.
Here's what's left of it. Pretty gnarly in here. we're gonna power wash everything. But you can see the aluminum front end. Saves a lot of weight that way. A lot better packaging. Yeah. 8 HP time. Got the El Camino here, getting an 8 HP too. It's getting a 70 though. This is a 50. This thing's like brand new.
So here's our beautiful adapter, and this is the flex plate adapter. So we've got these bolted on, torqued down, so we're about to join the transmission and the engine in holy matrimony to live the rest of their life out together underneath my car, because I have so much confidence that it's just going to work and be sweet and hold everything and just be awesome. So they're getting married, and yeah, so let's throw those in. And then, so these are super sweet. Quality is great. Fitment is perfect. No issues at all. Nice and tight. So, all right, let's throw these together. Look at these two, wed in holy matrimony for life. All right, it's time to get in the car. You guys didn't miss anything exciting, basically just lifting and humping this into position. And now that it's in position, it is time to get it in its final position. All right, let's throw this in. I'm fucking excited. Alright guys, good morning. It is the next day. We got the engine in last night and we have started tackling some of the wiring, just placing the GCU in the car, getting the shifter, paddles, all that fun stuff in. So let's take a look. So this is an engine. It looks like an engine and hopefully does engine things. Not much change there, just putting a bunch of things back on, like accessories, I don't know, just, you know, hooking it up, dropped it from the bottom. But we did add the water to oil cooler up front for the transmission, so that is looking sweet. Still plenty of room for activities. So let's take a look at the wiring harness. Right now it's kind of a little overwhelming. It looks like just a rat's nest right now, but most of this is just, you know, open-ended to do things like the shifters and buttons and things like that on the steering wheel. I have the center shifter. The GCU controller is just going to sit in the middle of the car. Really, other than that, we have to wire to pedal and can, and then we steal the ignition power wire just so that everything wakes up when the key is in run mode. So we have a meeting with Bartek in about an hour just to wrap up some initial settings, and then we are going to be driving this off the, I say off the lift, it's already on the ground, out of the lift and out of the shop. So yeah, I think we'll wrap up the video just with the initial impressions of just, you know, shifting into drive, shifting into reverse, getting the car to move back and forth, and then driving it out of the shop. And we will start the next video with actually driving on the road and just introducing what tuning will be done if you wanted to do this swap, and just, yeah, watching it go from 0 to hero. All right guys, we're going through and basically just getting a neutral button so that we can start the car and actually drive it. Well, we'll have upshift and downshift, but
we're just putting the bare minimum of
yeah, I really want to drive it right now, so we're just like, what do we need to actually like get this to turn on and move around the parking lot?
Yeah, literally.
So yeah, we got HTG up, and basically we're just
assigning inputs. So we're trying to, like, these are digital inputs and this is a sensor ground, so we're just like, boop, that's downshift. You know, just kind of learning so we can get the bare minimum set up.
All right, she's running adaptations.
We're the last adaptation gear. So it went from reverse to 8th and all the way back down. So yeah,
She's learning for herself.
yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen next, but I think it's working. RPM and everything's matching, input speed. So I think we went the gun down. Yep. Adaptation complete. I'm gonna go to neutral. Got a sweet neutral button. Boop. So now,
Oh wow, wheels are moving. Holy shit, I thought we were in neutral.
now I think because the engine went into limp mode because the throttle wasn't working, because we were in adaptation mode, we can just save this file just in case, you know, just save everything we can always. Turn the car off, let it go to sleep, turn it back on, and then the throttle should work again. And then we should be able to drive.
So this is just like, this is just torque converter dragging.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Wow. All right, let's do it.
All right, guys, a little update here. Not really how I wanted to end the video, but it's been a few days and I just want to get the video out. Update on my car, we got all the wiring done. There was an issue with the main ECU ground. So pedal signal was just going like this. Basically, HTG couldn't filter it out. There was just so much noise, so the throttle body was just opening, shutting, just slamming it. The car was like extremely difficult to drive, kind of unsafe. This was just an issue on my end, not HTG's, so we basically went through the whole wiring harness of the car, all the grounds, cleaned everything, you know, made sure everything was sweet, got it working, and we took care of the noise. So that was an update late last night. And then unfortunately they didn't have CAN communication from CAN's a little bit over my head. I understand how it works, but not fully. So basically CAN is, you know, a universal language, but it's not super universal to the fact that like certain chassis have different CAN messages. So we had other BMWs, HTG had M3s, E46s, things like that, but there was no E82, E92 non-M with an N54. So messages that they thought from an E92 M3 that were the shift messages were not. So, sorry, someone just ran by outside. Thought someone was here. So yeah, what happened was the car was just shifting when it shouldn't have been, because it was just reading other messages that were probably just talking normal data points, thinking they were shifts. So we hooked up Ollie's car here. Here, we'll take a look at that. Ollie's the man, and this is the car we did the 1M wide body on a while ago. And basically HTG reached out and they're like, is there any way you can get a stock, you know, stock wiring harness N54 automatic car? And I was like, oh shit, I do actually know one. So basically we got some power and grounds run in. We hooked up a whole HTG harness, you know, got HTG in Ollie's car basically to do a CAN dump. There's obviously specific tools you can normally use to just grab CAN dumps. We don't have any of that, so we had to use the HTG software. So here, I'll pop the hood. It's like, you know, I told Ollie we were gonna do this and he was super down to help out, and luckily this is not an intrusive thing by any means. So we were luckily able to do that last night. But yeah, so basically we just ran power and ground from HTG through the side window basically, and then we tapped into his OEM CAN, powertrain CAN 2. So we got all the signals we need. Bartek and HTG, these guys are absolutely killing it for us. Obviously with the time difference in Poland, it's, you know, there's just a lag in how fast shit can get done, and that's, you know, totally acceptable. That happens. But yeah, so I don't know, I'm at the rambling portion of the video, but you can see that the car has still got a lot of open wiring harness, and that's just because, you know, it's not set in stone yet, so I don't want to sheath everything and then I have to cut something open and move a pin over here or do something like that. So it moves. It drove up and down the block. It was not super smooth, so, you know, hopefully after today, I'll have an update and we can jump right into the video of the car actually running and driving. Once they figure out the shift message, which is like not a difficult thing, it just takes some time, it will be running and driving like normal. So unfortunately, that's not how we wanted to end the video, but I do want to keep you guys updated. This is just in real world time. We're going as fast as we can. I want to keep you guys updated. I don't want to, like, you know, these are growing pains. You know, this happens. This is one of the first 8 HP swapped with a stock ECU. There's a DCT. So I say, well, it is actually the first 8 HP done with HTG like this. There's a DCT out there, but there's some nuances and some differences. So it's just some teething pains, nothing to worry about, just slight delays. I wish it could happen overnight, but that's just not how the world works. So just want to keep you guys updated, and yeah, look forward to the next video when we're actually ripping, and yeah, we'll see you guys then. All right, take care, peace.